Hello everybody, this is Mark with On-Site Pros again. This video is iPad Basics 102, and we're going to focus on the settings that we need to set our iPads to while we were out in the field using On-Site Pros. So if you'll find the Settings app on your home screen and click on that, you'll notice the left side has settings, the main folders. On the right side has the more specific parts of those folders. I click on Display and Brightness. The right side has the specifics about that folder. So go back to General. Make sure we click on that. We're going to look at right in the middle of your screen. It says Use Side Switch To, and I have mine set to Lock Rotation. I have an iPad mini. Some iPads are different. So if that is different, you may need to call your supervisor. But the purpose is to make sure we set our orientation to landscape, which means we don't want it portrait up and down, we want it horizontal. We want it set in landscape mode because it will actually turn the camera around. The pictures will be shifted up and down instead of left and right. We don't want that. So make sure we lock our orientation, and that is where I can do that. On the side of my iPad there's a switch that slides and will lock it. That's what that means. If you look on down underneath there, I'll move auto lock in the center of my screen. Let's focus on auto lock for a second. I'm sure you've already heard your supervisor or somebody talk about syncing your iPad, syncing your app at night after you've gotten done with your jobs for the day. When our app syncs, it connects to the database and it uploads the jobs we've done. One thing we do not want our iPad to do is go to sleep, or the screen to go black and the iPad will go to sleep. That is a bad thing while our app is syncing with the database. The app can actually corrupt at times, so we don't want that to happen. What we do is before we sync, I'm going to click on auto lock and I'm going to switch that to never. I'm going to go and I'm going to sync, which we'll do later. After I get done syncing, I'm going to come back to auto lock. I'm going to make sure that's clicked back on 2 minutes. That just means it'll go to sleep in 2 minutes. If it goes to sleep while you're talking to a tenant out in the field, that's fine. Wake it back up. That's okay. We just don't want it going to sleep when you are syncing at night or in the morning. Now if you go to the left side of the settings, let's click on Display and Brightness. We want that brightness slider to be very low because that saves your battery while you're out in the field. If you've got it set up this high, that you may be able to see everything very well, but your battery will die very quickly. So make sure that you have that set very low and that auto brightness is on. What that means is it'll be brighter in the sunshine, and if you go inside to a dark home, it doesn't have to be as bright. It just automatically sets that. So make sure that's on. That's helpful. Back on the left side, if you click on sounds, make sure that slider is all the way down. Ringer and alerts. Hopefully your iPad's not going to be ringing while you're out in the field anyways, but the main thing is the sounds. We don't want our iPad camera clicking the whole time we're taking pictures to a tenant's home. That just stings every time they hear that click of the camera. They know we're taking pictures to their home. So it's not a bad thing, but it just helps if they're not hearing that each time. All right, so make sure that slider is all the way down. Again, that's under sounds, and the slider's all the way down. If you'll notice under sounds, there's a passcode, and if you want to have a passcode, that's where you would set that. I do have an iPad passcode. I don't want anybody just picking that up and being able to start using my iPad, so that's up to you. Thus concludes iPad Basics 102. Happy reporting.